You know, I don't even know how to start off this video, only because I'm just like so amazed with how we just like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know why we even allowed this. Now, if you guys are not aware, and I don't know how you're not even aware with this, well, net neutrality just got repealed. Like, now the whole issue is that with net neutrality, it protects the consumer, or like pretty much everyone that uses the internet, from ISPs bottlenecking, pretty much blocking how people use the internet. And most of Americans weren't really opposed to the idea of like a free and open internet. I mean, we all like using Facebook, we all like using YouTube, we all like using the social medias that we use. Pretty much we like the freedom and the ability to look at whatever products we want online as we see fit. Now, the whole reason came up is because ex-Verizon lawyer Ajit Pai was like, hey, I kind of want to dismantle Title II of internet regulations, repeal Obama's 2015 plan. And yeah, the whole issue of like whether internet providers should be able to affect how people view the internet should be out of the question. Because I mean, there's a point where you as a company is like, yeah, I want people to use my services. That's all good. Most companies promote their content and want people to stay on their networks so that they can have more screen time, more of a profit. They don't want people to dive off onto like some other network and ditch them. That it's kind of like with how YouTube recommends people to stay on their platform, and for the creators that allow viewers to stay on YouTube for longer, they reward them with longer watch times, which in turn improves their subscriber count. Or not really subscriber count, but more times that people are able to view their content. And that's all fine and dandy. I have no problem with that. But when it gets to the point where you're limiting competitors, like with how Comcast, I believe, bottlenecked Netflix a couple years ago, said, oh, we're just gonna make it so that when someone is using the Comcast internet provider and tries to go onto something like Netflix, they're gonna have to experience some buffering because they're our competitors and we don't want our consumers to leave our network. And I want to think that Verizon also did a similar thing. I might not be right about that, but they did get in a little spaff because they wanted their consumers to try out their own movie network. But where does this leave the consumer? I mean, we have the fact that we have our internet providers. We got Verizon, we got Comcast, and I believe at&t now have the freedom to do as they please with the bits that go around on the internet. Now they say, oh, we won't do anything too bad. We'll leave the internet just the way they are. Nah, every company wants that green thing called money. Now, I don't know what it's like in other places around the world, but in America, corporate greed is one huge thing. And it sucks. It really sucks. Cause I mean, it's like with what I said earlier. I don't have a problem with a company wanting to make money. I mean, that is how you make a profit. That's how you grow. And that's how you also expand your empire. But is it really worth becoming a corporate giant at the expense of stepping over people and making the common folk suck? Or not really suck, but more like making the common folk, in a sense, suffer? Because they say that they want to give fast and open internet to as many people as they can. But if let's say you were a low-income individual, you're living paycheck by paycheck, trying to make it in the world, and you can barely afford internet. Well, let's see. If let's say Verizon, which is my internet provider, says, "Oh, let's add a fee," or no, let's have this. If you want to use Google, that's fine. That's free. But if let's say you want to use your social media like Facebook or Snapchat, that's gonna be an extra $9.99 a month. And then, looks like you like to watch streaming content, like you want to stream videos from YouTube or Netflix. That'll be like, let's say, another $20, make you a little bit higher because you want to leave our network. And do I see that you like to stream games over the internet? Well, since you like to play video games, for that service, that will have to be like, I don't know, like another $20. And then, looks like you want to use communication platforms like Skype or Discord. That's like another $15. You get the idea. People are not going to be able to pay for faster lanes. Or, well, they can, it's just that we don't want to. Well, some people can't, others just don't feel like it. And either way, for those that can't pay for those faster lanes, what's going to happen? Well, they are going to have to be, if a company has this thing from the get-go, the thing called fast lanes and slow lanes, anyone that pays those premium memberships are going to have that fast lane, which, how I see it, is going to be pretty much just how the internet speed is already. We have that, but then on the slow lanes, it's going to be a buffering video. Think of trying to stream a 4K YouTube video on Australian internet, and now Australians have like some pretty bad internet, so I apologize, my friends, but y'all internet suck. But imagine trying to watch a 4K video at full resolution over Australian internet. And now we're going to have to multiply that buffer time by, let's say, tenfold. That is what those slow lanes are going to be like. It is going to suck. It is going to make you not even want to be on that platform. And who can blame you? No one wants that type of slowness. And that's excluding the fact that some of these websites might even get blocked. Because, like, let's say another YouTube adpocalypse happens where advertisers remove their advertisements from YouTube because of some controversial thing that happens. Well, let's say your internet provider doesn't like YouTube because X, Y, and Z. Do you know what they have the option to do? They can straight up block YouTube from you and from their consumers. They're like, we don't agree with YouTube right now, so let's just block them. Ain't that nice? So then, like, how are the people, like content creators, going to make a living or continue making a profit from their videos if they can't even access the website? In a sense, it's almost like communication censorship. They say it's going to be a free and open internet, but when you're bottlenecking speeds and you're censoring content from being displayed, you're causing companies or startups that are trying to get their foot in the ground and holding their website speeds at ransom because they're not big enough or the ISP doesn't agree with them. Then what type of internet is that? If there is a way that we are able to appeal this in court, then you know that the American people are going to appeal this. They're going to fight like the Dickens to try and get net neutrality back. Now, I have no idea what the future is going to hold. Alright, I have no idea what this future is going to hold. I really want to believe that even with net neutrality in a sense kind of gone, I really want to believe that these internet service providers will keep their word and not mess around with people's internet. But you can never be too sure. That's all I gotta say. I know that this rant is like super, it's super out there and like not even common to my gaming topic, but I just had to rant about this. If you guys enjoyed this rant, you know what to do. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. I'm Gem Raider. I'll see you guys next time. Pieces.